Now, in addition to the initial greeting, I want to take a minute here to talk about our general reception space. Call it lobby, call it waiting room, whatever you call your space. I think first impressions are everything when it comes to how happy a patient is going to be with us and how well cared for they feel. So I think we've got to actually think about our space. You and your team do a great job of this. I would encourage everybody on the team to take an opportunity to set up a system where we do a office walkthrough, starting in your parking lot. When that patient pulls in, what are they seeing? Do we have dead plants by the front door? Do we have our area covered with leaves that have fallen? Is our parking lot always littered with trash? Because it's just the environment that we're in, our demographics. You need to think about have somebody on your team, and y'all do an office walkthrough. Is it monthly?
Monthly, yes.
And so it needs to rotate through the team because everybody's going to see things differently. But we've got to make sure that when the patient pulls in, that we've got looking nice as we possibly can. When they get to that front door, is if it's a window, is it covered with handprints? Is it dirty? Is the actual door handle dirty? Do we have a nice mat that's good for people to stomp off dirt? We want it to look like we've prepared for them, like we're ready for them. And then same thing when they come into that reception space. Have we really thought about what it feels like to walk in those front doors? Have we sat in the seats in our waiting room or in our lobby? Do we have some that are firmer for people that might have trouble getting up off of really soft seats? Do we have ones that are for heavier set people? Have we checked our weight restrictions on our chairs? And do we have chairs that are meant for different body shapes, different sizes? Is it too cold or too hot in your waiting room? What about the cleanliness of your space? Do we constantly have little crickets in the corner that we haven't really picked up? Do we have cobwebs? The list could go on and on. Can you?
I think that was probably one of the moments that I was like, I have never thought about that. But a woman walked in and she said, I can't sit anywhere. And I think my receptionist was like, excuse me? And she's like, these chairs are not going to hold me. And I was like, how awful for this woman
Yeah.
to like feel that way when she walks in. And my thought was never again. And that's what I mean, like the thought of having to know the weight capacity of a chair had never crossed my mind.
Mhm.
And we've got a colleague, I know you help in her office as well. She has got really squishy couches. Well, a lot of her clientele is older. And it's not occurred to her, and I don't want to say it to her, and I haven't. But to me, I'm like, I know people who've walked in there and who've gone, I don't want to sit because I'm not going to be able to get back up.
Mm.
So thinking about those little details, I think another one that really is one of my pet peeves as a consumer walking into an office and I see that all the magazines are old.
Mhm.
I know there's a period after COVID where we all got rid of magazines. We've brought them back. Like people, want something to read oftentimes. A lot of times people don't have it because they're like people are on their phones.
Yeah.
But if I walk in, yeah, I'm going to count on my phone unless I see something interesting sitting there. If it's something interesting, you're going to keep me there and less likely to be like, now I have something interesting to look at. Sometimes I'm like, take longer because I want to finish this article, right? Like I didn't get to this part. But it's really annoying if I'm walking into the office, say in June of 2024, and the magazines are from like November of 23. That to me, you're not paying attention to detail. So when was the last time this counter was even wiped? Like but that's where my brain goes. So I think those details matter. What does it sound like? Do you walk in and it sounds like a clinic because you can hear a pin drop? I don't like that. That makes me very uncomfortable. Is it too loud? Do you have a TV on and it's really loud? And do you have clients that come in that have hearing aids and now they're going to be miserable in there because they can't,
Mhm.
those little things, you got to know your clientele and kind of cater to that down to that level. What does your office smell like?
Mhm.
When you walk in, I think somebody once made a comment about the smell of dirty diapers or something. And my staff was very sensitive to that. They're like, well, we see kids. What do you imagine? I'm like, but it's a good point. I don't walk into the pediatricians and it smells like dirty diapers.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Is it do we not have little baggies for diapers? Like, are parents just throwing their diapers anywhere? It's detail, but you wanna walk into a place, if you walk in and it smells sweaty or stale or like dental products or not acceptable,
Yeah.
you walk right out.
Exactly. And even just sometimes when we live in our home, in our office, I equate the office as it's our home. And so if we've invited people in, patients in, we can get used to little things that we just become okay with.